Imagine a world cloaked in perpetual twilight, where temperatures plummet to a bone-chilling -60 degrees Celsius and winds howl with the force of a hurricane. This is Antarctica in winter, the harshest, most unforgiving environment on our planet. It's a place you'd think all life would flee from. Yet, one creature chooses this exact time and place to bring new life into the world. Meet the emperor penguin, the undisputed master of survival and the only bird on Earth that breeds during the brutal Antarctic winter. Why would any animal choose such an extreme strategy? It's a brilliant high-stakes gamble against the seasons. By starting their families in the heart of winter, emperor penguins ensure their chicks hatch right at the beginning of spring. This gives the young birds the entire, albeit short, Antarctic summer to grow strong, fledge, and become independent before the continent is once again locked in ice. It's a race against time, and it all begins with an extraordinary journey and an incredible sacrifice. As the last rays of autumn sun disappear, thousands of emperor penguins march inland, sometimes up to 120 kilometers, away from the life-giving ocean. They travel to their traditional breeding grounds, stable sea ice that will remain solid for the entire long winter. Here, against a backdrop of endless ice and wind, one of the most touching and dramatic stories in the animal kingdom begins. After a brief elegant courtship, the female lays a single precious egg, and this is where the roles dramatically diverge. Laying that one egg depletes the female's energy reserves by nearly a quarter. She is exhausted and starving. Her job, for now, is done. With extreme care, she transfers the egg to the male. It's a tense moment. If the egg touches the ice for even a few seconds, the embryo inside will freeze and die. Once the transfer is successful, the female turns and begins her long, arduous trek back to the open ocean to feed and replenish her strength. She won't see her partner or her egg for over 2 months. Now, the male penguin begins one of the most incredible feats of endurance in nature. He is now the sole guardian of the future generation. He carefully balances the egg on his feet, tucking it under a special fold of skin called a brood pouch. This is the only thing standing between the fragile life inside and the lethal cold. For the next 65 days, through the darkest, coldest part of the year, he will not eat, he will not drink. He will simply stand, protecting his egg, surviving solely on the fat reserves he built up before the winter began. He is a living incubator in a world of ice. But he is not alone in his vigil. Surviving -60-degree temperatures and winds that can exceed 200 kilometers per hour is impossible for a single penguin, so they do something remarkable. The males, each carefully guarding an egg, will press together, forming a massive, dense group called a huddle. Thousands of penguins shuffle and squeeze into a tight formation, sharing body heat and creating a microclimate in the center that can be shockingly warmer than the outside air. This huddle isn't static. It's a constantly moving, cooperative society. The penguins on the wind-battered outer edge slowly work their way into the warmer, protected center, while those who have had their turn in the warmth cycle back to the outside. It's a slow, synchronized dance of survival, a perfect example of social thermoregulation. Each penguin takes its turn on the front lines, enduring the worst of the colds for the good of the group. This is pure, selfless cooperation, driven by the instinct to survive and protect their future offspring. They are fathers to be united in a shared purpose against the elements. While the males are enduring this incredible fast, the females are at sea, feasting on krill, squid, and fish. They are not on vacation. They are on a critical mission to build up their fat stores not just for themselves, but for their soon-to-hatch chicks. Their timing has to be impeccable. After about 2 months, just as the chicks are about to break free from their shells, the females begin their journey back to the colony. Imagine the scene. A chorus of tiny chirps begins to fill the air as the chicks hatch. The male, now exhausted and having lost up to half his body weight, greets his tiny, downy offspring. He has one last gift to give. His first meal for the chick is a small amount of a curd-like substance he produces in his esophagus. It's just enough to sustain the chick for a short time, but he is at the absolute limit of his endurance. His survival, and the chick's, now depends on the female's return. And return she does. Guided by an incredible internal compass and the unique calls of her mate, she finds him and her new chick amongst the thousands of identical-looking penguins. The reunion is a cacophony of sound. She takes over childcare, regurgitating the food she has stored in her stomach to feed the hungry chick. Her arrival is the signal for the male. His duty is finally done. After more than 115 days of fasting and freezing, he can finally make his own long journey back to the sea to feed. It's a well-deserved, life-saving meal. From this point on, the parents will take turns. One will stay to protect and feed the chick, while the other travels to the ocean to hunt. As the chick grows, it joins a crochet, a penguin version of daycare, huddling with other chicks for warmth and safety while both parents can go to sea to hunt for the enormous amount of food a growing chick needs. The emperor penguin's life cycle is a story of extreme sacrifice, perfect timing, and incredible social cooperation. They don't just survive the Antarctic winter, they have mastered it. Their resilience in the face of such unimaginable hardship makes them more than just a bird. They are a symbol of dedication and the power of community. It's a reminder that even in the coldest, darkest places on Earth, life, through sheer determination and teamwork, can find a way not just to endure, but to flourish. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey to the bottom of the world. If you were amazed by the incredible story of the emperor penguin, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the wonders of the natural world. Let us know in the comments what other incredible animal you'd like to learn about next. See you in the next video.